Hello? Salutations? Alright. Let's not waste any time. I'm planning on a shorter stream for this today. Probably an... Oop, oop. I like Yeast music, but, You know, I think I'm gonna play some, maybe play some Yeast music to get me in a mood. Oop, oop, oop. Reverb. But here I am. Here I be. So yeah, I'm going to try to keep it... I have a lot of work to get done, so I'm going to probably keep this to be a shorter stream today. Maybe an hour, 2 hours at most is what I'm guessing. But hello, everyone. We're back to working on Genshin. I'm sorry. We're back to working on Genshin Impact. Probably not going to have a lot of simping in it by the end, though, because, don't know if I'm going to get any waifus in. Alright, let's just get to work. So I'm trying to remember what I left off. I did a lot more work. Oops. Oh, right, because I'm in a simulation mode by default. Did a decent amount of additional work outside of Hey, look. Outside of the stream yesterday, so I also found this bug. The infinite cut. So I don't know what that's all about. But, So, I got started on a couple other things I want to show off now. Let me just check. Ooh. Alright. So, oh yeah, found this bug. It's angling me wrong when I get off the rocks. I don't know why. It's supposed to angle me out at 0 on everything except for Z, except for the yaw. Is that what that is? Roll, pitch, and yaw. Yeah. But whatever. Anyway, so here's one of the things I worked on. Pause menu. Looks like I need to fix the edges of the camera for it, but so I have a pause menu in. My cursor's not showing up, I'm seeing. That's okay. The cursor is showing up for me. But I don't have any of the specific menus working yet, so I'll probably get working on that. I think... Oh, did I get items? Yeah. The main thing I probably work on today is getting items and collection working, because that's going to be pretty significant. I think I'm going to condense everything into one item type just for right now. And then I'll add, I don't know, tags and stuff to specify what's what. Whee! Anyway. So, inventory, items. Sup, Electric Kraken? First of all, yeah, I want music today. I don't want it to be quiet, so go to my favorite guy who, or favorite guys who are okay with you using their music and stuff. Good old Neon Falcon. Don't know if you... What's a good one? What's a good Falcon track to play? Can't do anything from Cold Steel 4 because I've not played it yet. Or obviously from Trails into Reverie. Yeast 8's got good music. Let's go with Yeast 8. Make sure it's not too loud. Let me just check. It's got good music. Alright, to work. Items. That's what we want to work on. So, goes in game framework, game systems, items. What are things we want for items? First, we want to be able to pick them up. So, make this a general. I thought a lot about, It's reverbing though, so I can't. Ah, gosh. 1 second. Let me fix that. It's still picking up in the background, it seems. Hopefully it just picks up my voice better. Ah! Alright. Hope this goes better than the Mariposa stream where the music was just dead center. Anyway, I thought a lot about what it would be like if I made my own game engine, and one thing I would want to do is essentially separate data. I would basically want to have, like, data-only components, so instead of needing to continually make, like, name, icon, description on, like, abilities, items, and party members and whatever, I literally just have, like, one data component that I can just stick on it and it'll share it. Something like that would be really nice, but alas. So I think we need a base price. If any of you followed the Trello board for Omega that I put up yesterday, I've listed a couple things I want to also. They probably won't be ready in time for this Genshin thing, but some components and stuff I would like to add to ease up development. One of them being like an equipment component. But so item price. We should probably have tags naturally. Item category. Item. Item just item tags in general. I'm really trying to make sure. Is the you guys picking up any like reverb on the music? I'm trying to make sure it's quiet enough that it's not overtaking my own volume like it did with the Mariposa stream. Anyway, to work. General. So yeah, nifty little thing I had in here. Gameplay tags interface is in Omega, where you can easily plug in tags and do a lot of fun things later. If I did this right. Nah. Gameplay. Ah, tags container. We need a tag container. Alright. There we go. And category. This is a pretty common thing I put in all my data assets. Yeah, is the asset category and asset tags. Oops. There is no zero. Here, remove it. That's good, as long as you're not hearing any. All right. But usage. Let me change some of this consumable. So whether it is consumable or not. I should probably make consumables a separate item type, shouldn't I? I think for the shortest amount of time, I'll just stick with this. All right, we'll need to make another one. Great child. This will be equipment. Equipment data. And let's see, items. Weapons. We want to make a general data asset for weapon types, as well as a specific thing. Whatever. I don't know. Equipment data. All right. Equipment. Oh yeah, let's get up because we want the equipment to be added to the combatant. Yes, we want it to be added to the combatant as a attribute modifier, so it can actually modify what the combatant's attributes are. So let's get that attribute modifier. This old boy. I think for now I kind of want to keep the way I handle attribute modifications simple. So let's make a table. E stat mod rank. This will be familiar to people who used Super RPG Framework, how I'm doing this. Let's go get a star text. I like this because it's a nice simple way of like showing the rank of something, even though objectively probably something else would be better. Or like functionally better. But I like this method of you doing stars and enumeration because it's a nice, clear, pretty visual method, and it's easy to convert over. So attribute. No. Hang on. Mod rank. There we go. Attribute modifier. So this will determine, how our different attributes are modified. One for each of them. Health, defense, attack. Just so we have the basics down. No. Oh wait, we won't be affecting. I guess there's some stuff in Genshin that can affect stamina, right? I'm not gonna worry about that right now, though. All right. Keys. What we want to do is use this to determine what the modified stats are. Outstat mods. And for each attribute, we want to add a stat modifier. Naturally, makes sense. So, yeah, I think I've gone over stat Omega attribute modifiers before, but essentially, the way they work is, it's the structure. There's an incrementer and a multiplier. An incrementer adds a certain, value right onto the attribute's base value, and then a multiplier will take what it will basically add this value multiplied by whatever its base value is. So if your base attack value is 10, obviously, if this is 0.1, then that would add an additional 1 to it. If it's 0.25, it'll add 2.5. You get it. And this will just be, if you add 1, it's going to add 1. So, a little bit clearer. In this case, I just need to figure out what a fine... I mean, it doesn't really matter a ton. Select. Yeah, there we go. How do I want to scale this? I think we'll do 2, 5, 1, 0.1, 0.15, 0.25. That seems fine. And then... I think I also want... Oh, item levels. That's a good idea to have as well, but... Yeah, because that's for, like, the different rare... Oh, rarities! That's what we want. This is why I forgot, in the case of Genshin, we need, dynamic... We can't just use data assets, we have to have, like, dynamic, item data. Frick! I didn't think about how to do that. Oh, well. So here. There's our equipment. Stats. Stuff. Let's make a subtype of equipment, though. Data asset. Weapon data. Because what we want to do... Let me think. I don't have to create a like an entire U asset for everything, but I might need to. This is where I'd like to actually experiment with some of this stuff, but I don't have the time. We just need to add in the weapon type, right? Weapon type. Because that'll determine kind of what all our animations are. Weapon type. See. Give a name to our weapon type. An icon, and probably just... Actually, we may not even need an icon. I don't know. Let's see. Texture. No, icon has texture. Texture 2D. I honestly meant to plan a lot of this out more thoroughly, but I ran out of time before starting the stream on Monday. So I was like, well, I guess I'm gonna have to wing a lot of it. So, but it should still work out fine. let's see. Animation instance, that's right, because I want to determine anim instance. Anim instance. Because that's going to be where all their animations come from. In this case, mostly just use human. Oh, in fact, I'll do one... No, actually, I was going to make it to be just human, but I actually don't want to. Because I want to... You potentially might want to use someone that doesn't use the human skeleton. So, for now, icon. There we go. Now, let's have some game data. Why don't we? I think I'm going to migrate everything into yeah, I think for now I'm just going to migrate everything into the adventure pack folder or plugin, and then I'll just clean it up afterwards for the marketplace, just so it's less confusing. I need to make a material folder, not a shaders. Shaders go in the material. I wonder if I can share the music I'm doing on Spotify, just in case anyone wants to listen. Yeah, I believe what I'm listening to is public on Spotify, I think. Or, I mean, on Discord, what I'm listening to on Spotify, but... In case anyone wants to listen along, So, shaders go in materials. Wait, what the heck? Is this just empty? It's just empty. Fix up... empty, but redirectors, of course. My old nemesis. Redirectors. You know what I should do? I should make some editor scripts. I should. I'm probably not going to because I don't have time, but I should. Materials, shaders. Yeah. Drop that landscape shader in here. Sorry, I'm doing mostly cleanup so far. I meant to be doing more time on items, but we'll see. Actually, that just goes into landscape, doesn't it? Grass types. Smash up. Yeah. Played any of Ys Electro Kraken? Any of the Ys games? They are quite good. Quite solid action RPGs. Shaders? Is that what I wanted? It's redundant, yeah. So, no, I don't want that. Do I want to move that? I probably should. I'll move the game data at least. Because I can clean that up later if I need to. Also, not that I just love this. My head's off for this. Fix up redirectors again, and hopefully this will be the last time I have to do that. Alright. Okay. Now, items. Let's make some items. For now, we'll make some food. A couple food items. Apple. I really... man, I think I should make it probably an editor script. Yeah, Ys 9 and... Or Ys 8 and 9 specifically are probably the easiest ones to get a hold of because they're on, like, everything. Or well, they're on PS4, 5, and then PC. But those two especially, Ys 8 and 9, are really, really good. I kind of feel like Ys sometimes is like if Zelda went a more action-y direction instead of its sort of adventure or dungeon direction. But that people might disagree with that. Anyway. Apple, that's what I wanted. Let's go in here. Item, data. Item, app. No, wait. Food. Specify food. Apple. Do I have an Apple icon? Texture. There we go. Pineapple. Ooh. Bread. We are gamers. We do need bread. I should probably change the shader on the food material as well to something like simpler. I can import an anime shader, but I kind of don't want to take the time to set that up. Oh yeah, mesh, because the items need to have a mesh to pick up. I shouldn't even be putting those in there because they're just going to get broken in references when I pull them out. Ah well. In fact, yeah, I'm not gonna waste time moving stuff around anymore. I'm just gonna find it and reference it, or just add it in. And this is why. This is why I don't want to take the time, because I'm going to have to fix up all these redirectors. Alright, so no more moving stuff around. Just reference it. You can find it. You'll be fine. Alright. In this case... Oops. Ah, I need to add a mesh, too. Right. Item. Static mesh... No. Come on. Static mesh. Static mesh. Oops. Apple. What's the price of this? I don't know. 10. Doesn't matter. Data asset. Bread. Okay. No. Item. I don't know. Food, bread. And maybe one more type just for, a meat. We'll add a meat of some kind. Chicken? I don't know. They should have chicken, right? Chicken. Bread. Again. Item data. Item data. And that should be enough. Chicken. Yeah, there we go. Cookie. Do I have meat? Meat. No meat? Muffin. What looks like meat? What will people not notice if it's different? That almost looks like meat. No, it doesn't. Food pack. What could be confused for chicken? Probably nothing. Ah, we'll use pizza. Why not? Nah, pizza we want to make as something we can make. We use cantaloupe. Cantaloupe is basically chicken, right? Alright. And I got bread in there, right? No, I didn't. Jesus. Alright. Make sure items actually drop stuff correctly now. On a pickup. Pickup. Oops. Get Nami. Whew. And I think set mesh. No. Set static mesh. And also, let's make that food a little more colorful. Let's offend someone who spent a lot of time on these materials. So detach everything but the diffuse. Probably mask that out too, but we won't. Perfect. Perfect! Now they look really ugly. Exactly as it should be. And they're taking a while to save. I think I meant to clear the cache just to see if that was increasing the load times. Food. Here's our apple. Bread. And chicken. Now. Nothing! Okay, well there's one of them. Where'd the other two fall? Did they fall through the map? I'm kind of wondering, like, they keep falling. Feels like they're falling through the map. No, they're there. Okay, there's one, two. And the other one is over here somewhere. Unable to be picked up. I probably need to make the interaction range bigger, huh? No, that's an ability, right? Yeah, interaction. So it's modular. And, by the way, I just found out yesterday, I can't believe I didn't know this before. Apparently the default input receiver that I've been touting with abilities is completely, or not completely, is kind of pointless because you can just manually tell any actor to receive player or receive input from any controller. So all I need to do is have abilities automatically receive inputs from whatever their owning character is, because then I can just add in an actual like input on them and it'll work. So, and which is better. So I'll be that'll be in the next Omega update. Is actually supporting that kind of input, which will give you more. One makes abilities more modular because you can put the entire thing in just the ability and then pull it on or off however you want. But also it makes easier to set up inputs and stuff. So. Ugh. Wah wah wah. Interact. Oh yeah, pickups are after interactables. I should. Okay, so in the HUD, does it? I just need to see where in the HUD it gets the interactables appearance data from. I believe it's getting. Oh yeah, it's getting it from the interactables themselves. So what I need to do is icon. I just need to set those in the actual actor, which means we don't need this. Get out of here, general data thing. What we got to do grab that, set name. An interactable data asset would be better, probably, wouldn't it? Whatever. Nope. Set icon. Now let's try. There we go. There's the text for them anyway. Now we just need to add the actual icons in. Oops. Image. Is this? I should use a horizontal box to do this properly. Hey, what? No. Don't too small. There we go. And text goes on there. Perfect. Now just plug that image in and we're good to go for that. Or not. What did I plug it into? Texture image, right? Yeah. I plugged it into the texture image. What's wrong? Weird. That should be working. Well, let's try the fallback. Get image. Emergency. What is happening? It's the interactable, right? That's what's getting added? Yeah, from the pickups. Da frick! Okay, interactables, get icon. Did I do that? No, did I set... What the frick? What has happened? Why? It's enough to drive a man to drink. Fellas, I think I've made a horrible mistake. Icon? Yeah. What the frick? Is the... What is... Yeah. Okay, image 0. Icon image. Life is a little frick. Okay, and set its texture to whatever texture is from this. I don't know. Eek! Is it not? Right there! You see it! Icon is plugged in. What? It's literally right there. Are you a... Ah! G Fuel's the only way I can cope with this, man. Oh! Right here. If it's not valid, set the interaction icon. Because I'm... a word I'm not going to say here because I know YouTube. I'm so dumb. I'm just so dumb. Alright. There we go. Now I just need to be able to grab them. And I should probably do something here, actually. First, we're going to do this properly, as it should be. The Omega way. Alright. Actually, this isn't even G Fuel. I used up my G Fuel. This is just water now. Or was. It's about empty. Interactable component. I got a better idea. Or not. No, I don't. I feel like I'm... Yeah, I should have an animation for when this thing is interacted with. Grabbed... Have it's gonna scale up and fade out. That's a big old scale. And render opacity. You don't have tags and widgets, do you? That would be useful. If you could have tags and widgets like you do in actors, that would be mighty useful. Anyway. HUD layers, actually, I did add tags too. I don't have those to data widgets, though. I should probably add them. Gameplay tags. Accessible text. No. Clipping? Alright, well, anyway. I want to do this once. And then when it's finished... I don't know. Do once. Oh, that would be a selected animation, wouldn't it? But I also need to make sure it disappears, so we'll stick with this for now. Alright. This is the entry. Soft. No. Event. Don't I have a soft event trigger thing? Event. I guess where I made an event trigger. I did that. Blah. Blah. Frick it, I don't have time. We're just gonna pick stuff up. Let's get a nice sound for when we pick stuff up. Let's check out my dude, my boy, Kenny. Every game developer loves Kenny. The best man. The greatest fellow. Free assets. And to all CCO too. Oh, and there appears to be stream lagging? Is the stream lagging? Weird. It was telling me it was lagging. Alright. Kenny, where are you at? I think I have it in my game assets folder. Audio, CCO, Kenny. RPG sounds. Okay. Get out of here. There we go. That's a good equip sound. We have a better... Actually, we should get a UI sound. Or, yeah, let's get some basic UI sounds. That's always nice. Back to Kenny, of course, roll over. Okay, that's good. Yeah, it was just, it's telling me on the stream that it's having a little bit of trouble. But is that good? That's like a select. That's good. This is a good one. All right, and since it's all CCO, I can use it in the marketplace version too. Thank you, Kenny. So let's go into widgets, options, rename. Yeah, rename to wave rollover 1. I've seen in Unreal 5 they're introducing a new widget system called like Common UI or something. Here's hoping it's good. And then we need to select one now. Click. That's a good one. Basic, number 1. Rename wave, click. Alrighty. Which now that should actually appear in this menu. Or not. Oh, because that's the default option. I gotta make it the other options use this too. Consistency. As my boss tells me, consistency. That's what it's about. Player. Actually, I should show you in here where all this stuff is located, I guess. Alright, felt it was easiest to make the player opening the HUD an ability. So, player main HUD. No, not the HUD. The pause menu. Abilities. Pause menu. Here we go. This actually might be able to show you what I was talking about. Yeah, here I go. So because I had this, just for here, I have assign ability to only player. That just makes this, adds input on this ability from the controlling player. So now I just need to hit tab and it'll bring it up. So now we open up the menu. Which, this is the stuff I want. Oh boy. Select sound. In. Put that in. There we go. So now, pull up a thing. It should be. Get some sounds. There we go. Does it sound like Genshin? No. Because it's not going to, because we don't have the Genshin sounds. Obviously. Let's close out some of this crap. And so for when we pick up, okay. Pick up, edit pickup. We need to add a player inventory, but the problem is... I'm trying to think of how I want to handle this. I don't want to make every individual item an actor, because that's going to kill the performance or whatever. What I'm wondering is if it makes certain sense to take a U object that acts as the item base and then couch the data asset in the U object. I just have to remember to save it out. Yeah, okay, we're gonna do that. We're called a dynamic item instance or something like that. Items. Am I gonna regret this? Maybe. All right, here we go. Just a U object. So we'll say U dynamic item. I'm also gonna try to use, let's see, item, data, item. We just need to be able to. Oh no, actually, better idea. Better idea. Here's what we'll do. Nope, back. ST dynamic item data. Item. Man, see, this is where using like Jace, being able to say, I know there's some stuff that actually, I think there is a plugin, a free plugin that could solve this problem. Because what I'm just wanting to do is essentially take a, I'll be testing this out live. I wanted to take a U object and just save that whole U object into like a string or something. But I was like, well, I can't do that. But maybe I can. I think there might be a plugin that lets me. So let me check. Marketplace. Let me pull it up here to look, though. I may even already have it. Serialize. JSON serialize. That's not it. I think I picked this up. Does anyone know this? Like, it's basically a plugin for Unreal. I believe this is a recent one I picked up that allows you to like save out a U object as a like a JSON or a string file and then re-import it back in. I just have to see if it actually works. I know Blob kind of does something like that, but it's not quite the same. I also got to switch the music now because that's over with. Nope, nope. Once again, bringing this to a screeching halt. I need to finish. I'm really close to the end of Yeast 9. I need to finish that game. Is that it? You dumb frick. Here we go. All right, back to serialize. Serialize. Sup, Doom? Trying to figure out U object serialization, and if I have a free one too, Numbskull serialization. That's it. There is Blob also, but that's costs money. So this is the one I'm gonna try. Numbskull serialization. This is what I want to do. I want to be able to yeah, simple U object loading and saving and loading. Basically, take a U object, save it out into a file. Ooh. The question is, how do I? Oh boy. Let me check out the documentation for this quickly. Open source. Does that mean I can just put it in Omega? Because I might actually do that if that's what he means by open source. I may just literally just stick this in Omega, so I have it on hand. My save file. Okay, so this is a whole different way of saving. Yeah, one thing I would like to do with Omega later down the line is completely rework how saving is done, because Unreal's default saving system is easy, but man, is it very, very limited as to what you can do. I would like to be able to save a lot of crap. Forgot what I was gonna say. Maybe there's just an easy way to read back and forth JSON data from... Alright, I think I'm gonna avoid this right now. Frick. Well, is there a lot, aside from like... Okay. Hang on, I need to take a look at Genshin now. Because I have to look at how it handles items stuff to remind me. Genshin item upgrade. I believe every item type is set. And even when you upgrade... No, because you add materials in that modify stats and stuff. Frick! And I don't want to... But I don't want to make that. But it's pretty fundamental. Ah, man. Level up weapons, yeah. Mainly, I want to make sure the U objects so I can what I really should be able to do. Oh, wait. I don't believe I have this as an option. I should have another option for adding data assets to or not adding entries to data widget or data lists in a widget. Let me check and see if I've done that. Or I could just make its label something. Frick! I don't have a ton of time to work on this. Alright, well first, let's look up what the item menu looks like. Because I want to make sure I match that. Genshin Impact. Let's just... widget. Or HUD. Items. Data widget. Data widget. Alright, pull this onto the main screen. Actually, before we do that, I need to take a quick trip to the bathroom. So, giving me a minute, guys. I'll be back in just a couple minutes. Alright, we back. Item. How do items look in Genshin again? Something like this. Pretty simple. You got the icon. Then level. Okay, so we got an icon, level. Only equipments have level, it looks like. And this just shows how many you have. So, which means these stack, and these do. The equipment does not. I think. Does equipment stack? No. Okay. So, which means we need a stackable icon, or a stackable item icon. Which means the container, it would need to be like an item container or an item stack would be the U object. That helps. That helps a lot, actually. Okay. So each individual item will be saved separately, but then they get compiled into a stack. Got it. UB. We'll call it UB, like Unreal Blueprint. Like, I don't know. Item stack. Item. What on earth is this? Oh, that's probably a control rig item, isn't it? And I think I want to handle GUIDs. Or have GUIDs be kind of the items. So, don't crash. I'm gonna grab some peanuts. Is it still? Is it? Oh gosh dang it. We'll stare at the pretty Genshin pictures for now. There we go. Stack list. This will be the actual list of items that it references. We're going to use GUIDs just so every item is identified separately. Which means, okay, so if these things get stacked, what that means is that you wouldn't modify, like, stackable items. So, like, weapons are modifiable, but consumables and stuff are not. Okay. That actually helps. That means we can actually store, like, consumable items as literally just a list. Sweet. Okay, got it. That makes that easier. Player. Let's find the player system. Party system. Here we go. Is that a data collection component? Data asset collection. Stackable inventory. Let's find a list too. Add item to inventory. Do. An item and an amount. Item base. No. Item. Item data. I think I'm getting an idea of how I want to do this. And then amount. Loop that. For however many. Oh, man. Yeah. I mean, it's obviously not something I think about, but the thing with Akiba's Beat is it's more just kind of sad because I love the idea of it, of gameplay-wise. It's essentially a Tales game, but set in, like, a Persona-style setting, which is a shame that it's so bad. It's like a Tales game with Persona combat, but yeah, it was a shame like the writing was cringe and there was like no feedback on the actual combat, so it didn't feel good to play at all. I really like Todd Habercorn. I think it was Todd Habercorn who was like the main villain. I thought he was cool, but that was kind of it. Okay, which basically means better idea. Here's what we're gonna do. Item is stackable. Is stackable, and we can just do this. Return value. Yeah. Well, that was it. It's like, oh, I love the idea, but then, well, it was half boring. The gameplay was boring, and the story was, like, writing was just kind of really cringy. Which is a shame, because I kind of did enjoy, what was the one they did before that? Akiba's Strip, which was, like, it was dumb, but it was kind of fun in how stupid it was. It wasn't a great game, or even, arguably even a good game, but... Although, admittedly, that's more taste. The, like... That was more subjective. Objectively, the main issue with Akiba's Beat was that the gameplay, like the feedback on the gameplay was so bad. Whether it be like impact or audio or anything like that. So you just like... what was I going to say? Like it didn't feel good to play. What's your Beat RPG you ever play? What exactly do you mean? Like, what's my go-to? What's my favorite? Because, I mean... What exactly do you mean? Equipments are not stackable. So let's make that false. Wait. Stackable. Alright, so if it's stackable, which by default they all are, and I'm not going to worry about equipment for now, so... Add item... No. Add asset to collection. And then... Oh. I'll say this. I would love to... I've thought about this a few times. I would love to make a best RPG. Well, oh man, see that's hard because there's so many I like. But one like if someone says what do you think is the best RPG ever? Only a favorite? My go-to is Chrono Trigger because it's just a classic and it's aged so well. I also really like Persona 4 though, and for the personal one is probably Trails of Cold Steel. Freaking love Trails of Cold Steel so much. So that should be fine for that. And then obviously remove item is just the reverse. Remove item from inventory. Remove asset. I'll say I would love to I would really, really love to, like, try and remake... Or not remake, but do a game like Akiba's Beat, where it's a Tales game in terms of gameplay and combat, but set in modern day. That'd be so much fun to do. Alright. What was I doing again? I believe I already have a macros to grab party, right? Get party? No, I don't. Okay, let's do that. Yeah, I haven't talked... I don't think on stream I've talked much about gameplay systems, have I? Gameplay systems are essentially something in Omega Game... Excuse me, Game Framework. They're like modular... They're sort of like modular sub-game modes that are spawned into your level. So I have one for handling your... They're like managers, essentially. So an easy way to kind of put everything managing a game system, like here, my party system, all goes into one asset, the gameplay system. Macros, macros, macros. Where is it? I think I need to make it. All right. Mac library. Mac game systems. Really, I should add a K2 node whenever a new game system is created. That'd be better. In fact, I'll look. In fact, I'm gonna go add that to the Omega Trello list right now. Before I forget, because I will. It'll be a K2 node for getting. I'll need for one for gameplay modules as well. Yeah, let's do that right now. K2 node get gameplay system. That would be an enhancement, right? Yeah. And not a KS, K2. K2 get gameplay module. There. Minor things, but they at least speed up the process of getting that stuff. Boom. All right. Now. Ooh. Oh, Final Fantasy VII Remake. I don't want to get into that, but I will say, objectively, it's a Final Fantasy VII Remake is a fantastic game, and I also really hate it. I've talked with my friends about this for a long time, so I don't want to get too deep into it because it's a long conversation. But I do not like what that game did with the story of FF7. I'm kind of, I'm not. I don't say this to be condescending because if people enjoy it, okay. But I'm actually really shocked how many people were like, okay with where it went. I was thinking a lot more people would be upset, but I'm not happy about that. So, but I won't say like it's not it's an incredibly well made game, and I have taken more than a little bit of inspiration from how it was designed. Has some darn good combat. I think it's probably one of the best examples of it, of that sort of. I haven't played Kingdom Hearts 2, so I hear that one's like, or actually, I played a little bit of Kingdom Hearts 2, so I don't know the full thing, but I've, aside from that, which I hear is great, FF7 Remake is I think the best like mix of tactical and action RPG that I've played. That like blends the two. Because most of them are just like mostly action with a little bit of tactical stuff. And now we got to autosave. Okay, so I wanted to get that, so that when, let's see. I'm getting way behind, it's already enough to do. Okay, so when I interact with this thing. Get party. Oh, right! I need to make sure I add a, the data, what is it, data asset collection interface? Otherwise it will crash. Otherwise, it'll crash when I try to pick up items. So, where is it? BP. Add item to inventory. And 1. I should set that to a default of 1. Not break. Sequence. I should probably add in chests, too. Well, no, it's not, the fact that it didn't tell the whole story. It's specifically the... Man, it's hard to say anything about my opinion on FF7 Remake, because saying... Literally the fact that I say, like, I don't like it because I don't like how they handled the story is kind of a spoiler. I don't like the... creative choices that were made to expand on the story towards the end. That's what I'll say. I think most people who played the game can guess what I'm talking about. But I was not happy with that. And it honestly made me just like, I have no... Because, like, the Yuffie DLC came out, And I love Yuffie. She's one of my favorite characters from FF7. Even though I know a lot of people find her annoying, but even then, it's like I don't really want to play because I just don't care about this. I don't. What they decided to do with it made me not care about the story anymore. It's like, well, okay, if this is how things are gonna be done, I don't know. It's like whatever. So yeah. Do I have an I don't have an interaction key. I need that. I'm gonna just do this for interaction. That's. Player abilities. Interaction. Here we go. AB. Do I have the input receiver? Yeah. Yeah, you know, I'm just going to do this. This will be faster. Assign input. No, assign ability to owning player. Let's make that input or interact. Oops, no. Interact. Actually, yeah. With FF15, that there basically was barely a game. There was about one, like, I don't know. Even with all the stuff, there was like FF15 was basically, I don't know, a fifth, a sixth of an actual plot. It had one element that worked, which is the friendship between the four characters, but it was barely a story. It's very clearly, it's insane that like after 10 years, that game was clearly like unfinished. Not in the sense, I mean, it was literally unfinished in that there's a lot of stuff cut, but clearly they're like the structure, the overall like what the game was not finished. Because the whole game, the majority of the game is the open world, and story-wise, structure-wise, the open world feels like it should have been the first third. Like the first act, and then you go, and then there's the other continent, and then the twist happens late in the game, and then that should have been the third. Whatever. Yeah. So it's a shame because I like the four main characters in it, but I think for now I'm just gonna save time on this and get the top one. No. Execute. That's what I want. Yeah. I do have, I'll say, I've been pretty down on the last two Final Fantasy games. I do have hope for Final Fantasy 16 because of the team that's working on it, and because it's not like a remake or anything, so there's not much to screw up there. Whenever that comes out, so yeah, I'm pretty excited for that one. Call interact. Get owner. Get ability. Make sure that's the player. Plug that in. Complete ability. There's no reason that won't be an interactable, but just to be safe, we make sure to cancel the ability if it's not. So now let's see what happens. Yeah. Where's the third boy? I don't see it. Where'd it go? Did it fall through the floor or whatever? Okay. So now it's just at a sound when things get picked up. There we go. Get back to your location. Probably could be a 2D sound, actually. Doesn't need to be location. There we go. Now I got items. Should be stored in the inventory. Let me check on something for a second. Okay. Nice. Better go to the items. No. I need to close some of this stuff out. Party, there we go. Get inventory. Pure. What am I at? It's 217. I'll probably stream until 3, and then I'll stop and work more when I have other time. Yeah. I haven't been watching much anime recently, honestly. I just haven't had the time to. I mean, the spare time I have, I usually just watch stuff on YouTube. Game dev logs or something. But, oh, let's see. Stackable inventory. Get key. Not keys? Get not key. Come on, what is it? I forget how my own thing works. Yes, asset number of type. No. Oh, right. Get map. Get collection map. And there we get the keys. For now, that'll be our whole inventory. Although, we want to make sure this is an object output. Let's see. I did watch... What was one? My Senpai is Annoying. I finished that lately. That was kind of nice. Nice, sweet, simple, cute sort of thing. It's the easier thing to watch when you're just trying to, like, relax after a long day is slice of life sort of stuff, so. Okay. That's fine. The only thing is I probably won't be able to answer everything, you know, super in depth because I gotta focus, but. Now I gotta think of what I was doing. Alright, people are gonna watch this and be like, that's not Genshin. And they're not wrong. Inventory. So for now, let's make... And this is showing the categories being on the side there. Is that how they look? I'm trying to remember. Impact inventory. There we go. Yeah, it's on the top. Okay. That's fine. What I'm going to do? Save image as a big old long boy. Genshin in inventory ref. And I'm going to drag that in to the HUD just for reference. Just for reference. We're not copying. We're not doing anything illegal. Menu. New menu. Alright. I stopped the music. Didn't I? Ah, no. This is what I want. A canvas panel, that's what I want. And then I want the reference image, just so I can rip it off. Or rather, I can be inspired by it. That's what I meant. Then we got some resources. I need resources. Oh no, these aren't... Okay, I was thinking I need to make a separate asset, but that's not true. I just have these up right here. That's all it is. Alright. I love the UI. Or I will, maybe love a strong word, but I really like the UI in Genshin. I like how it's very easy to navigate and fairly minimalistic, but still has it's very, like, aesthetic. You know, it's very thematic, it fits in. with the world. Because I mean, I know why it's, man, I'm not a fan of, like, really don't like how minimalist so many game UIs are now. I understand not everything can be Persona 5 and, like, that level of style, but just do something, like... Like, appeal is as important as readability, you know? Oh, sweet. England, you're a lobster back, huh? Data. Better make this a horizontal. And another horizontal box is for the other stuff. That needs to be a little bigger. 2. 1.7. 1.5? 1.5 is good. Item categories. Item categories, I think? What do we have? Not the one I want. I want that. No. 2. That's the one I want. That one's too big. Never mind. That's not the one I want. I mean, it is, but like not like that. I gotta make that smaller. I'll also change the icon for now. Actually, this doesn't matter because I'm gonna change it manually anyway. Or what the frick? Is that a better size? I don't think I'm gonna have all these categories. But whoop, 1 second. Alright, someone had a quick question, so we're back now. Then a new data... yeah, let's do that. Where should I link that to? Probably this side here? Yeah. Yeah, that's good. Let's also lock it and hide it though, because I want to match as close as I can. I want to be able to match this stuff. So I actually want to use a button. Yeah, I mean, I do, yeah, Genshin Impact, I do like it. I'm not, I think personally, I do feel like it, since I'm more of a single-player story guy, I feel like the progression is too slow for me. But it's quite good for free-to-play. I'm honestly gonna say, I think in some ways it's better than Breath of the Wild, because that's what it gets compared to. Not in a lot of ways, but the most obvious thing is I think it looks better. Because like Breath of the Wild has well, it has gacha, which is not quite the same as loot boxes, but it's the same idea. But yeah, what was I gonna say? I forgot what I was gonna say. Yeah, this would be better off as a material, wouldn't it? But I don't have time to do a material, at least not now. Maybe in my free time. That, do a vertical box built into the button. So I need room for the stars and the level name. Those are the two things. So maybe add another vertical bar. No. Text. Back to the star text. Hey. Yeah, so the thing about Breath of the Wild is it has a much stronger art direction than it does art quality or composition, if that makes sense. Well, both of them use a lot of atmospheric fog, yeah. But that's why, because if either game, if you turn off the fog, you can tell how rough they look. But my point is, Breath of the Wild has a really, really strong art direction, but you can tell, yeah, the Switch limits the quality of the actual textures and stuff, which is why if you look at like the landscapes, especially the mountainsides and stuff, they do look pretty ugly sometimes. Genshin has a fairly strong art direction as well, but it has I think it composites everything together better. So, yeah, I mean, Breath of the Wild 2 is also on Switch, but I'm assuming they'll figure out how to optimize stuff more. Obviously, visual, like, which one you prefer is obviously a subjective, but I think speaking objectively, it's hard to argue that the rendering in Breath of the Wild is better than Genshin. But I can totally understand if someone's like says they like the look of Breath of the Wild better. That makes sense. It's a lot more of that Ghibli-esque style. So. Also, what's up, Samuel? Good to see you. Is that about right? I think that's right. Am I doing? Is there something wrong here? I feel like it should. Oh no, that's right. It's just. Oh frick. Okay. I think I'm just gonna bake this in. Was that good? Probably not. No. What? Let's change the padding a little bit. Actually, I got a better idea. This would be better as a canvas panel. And really, this should all be in a material, like I said, not just stacked in a button. Like, that'd be better for performance, but... What the heck? Where's it at? There we go. And clip it. Or clamp it? Yeah, I mean, I'll probably only be on for another half an hour, because, again, Mariposa and the Galaxy Man. Hopefully coming out, or the demo hopefully coming out next week. We don't know for certain yet, but we're trying to really wrap up a lot of the work on that, which means I need to focus mostly on that today. So I'll probably only stream for like another half hour. Yeah. Another thing I'd like to add to Omega is easier UI management for materials, for UI materials, because I think that's much better for performance. So if you could easily adjust stuff in there, it would be nice. You know, do stuff that you would do like constantly over and over again. I want to simplify it in Omega. That's kind of the point of it. I think that's good enough for now. Item level. Only that's okay. This is what a weapons. Yes, that's it. Which means I should probably add a widget switcher. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add another vertical box actually. Or no, I'm gonna add a widget switcher. And then another vertical box to one of them, which will be for inventory. And box equipment. So if it's not equipment, it can literally just show me the number of this item that I have, which is, it's a little off, isn't it? But well, this is fine as long as I crank down the UI size. Okay, box item TXT. Alright, I think that's good enough for an item thing. So let's drop that. Oh, those peanuts are starting to hit my throat. Making me cough a little bit. This is what Genshin is missing. This sort of like, oop, the Falcon Rock touch to its soundtrack, man. Okay. All right. So when it's added in, some stuff is obvious, like texture image. Would it be better to have... Yeah, it's probably better to have a second interface for items. Frick, I'm spending way too much time on this. I need to... Alright, tomorrow has to be me starting on visual stuff, because that's gonna... What makes people trick people into thinking it's actually a good remake. I don't know. Data... Who knows how much of this I'll scrap for the marketplace version. I don't know. The interface item is stackable. Stackable. That'll be better. And I'd be there. This data interface item. By default, yes, but then equipment will not be. I don't even know if that's right, man. But who knows? Okay. Not like it matters since I'm not even working on equipment right now. I'm just wanting to make sure. And it's not stackable. Okay. Making sure stuff works. Alright. Is stackable. This is the first one I'm going to check to see. Set index. Set active widget index. So the first index is if it is not select. All right. Get party system. Get inventory. Actually, better to get data. Where is it? Get number. Get asset number total. No. Get number of asset type. That's it. So we want to check and see if. Well, first of all, cast to data asset or data asset. Primary. I guess it has to be a primary data asset. That sucks. If it is stackable. Let's grab it from there. Scroll in. There we go. This is the only one I'm going to worry about for right now. Set text. So for right now, I'll also duplicate a few of these. Just so I can have the values offset. Okay, well I can get rid of this crap now too. Get out of here. Oh, also this needs to be locked, not a variable, and hidden. And this can show up now. Make sure when we cancel out, Close that dumb menu. Ah, boy. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Menu opened. Let's delay just one frame. Get party. Inventory. And then let's make our list of that. Add assets to list. Quickest way to make a list of items, you know? Better than Unreal's item list, I think. Personally. So now just dumps that in. Alright, hey. And let's set up to use the right item. Let's go. Let's go! Uniform grid, right? No. Vertical. Wait, wait a second. Horizontal. Oh, right. Because, 1, 2, 3. There we go. Although, does uniform grid? How does do I think I need to work on this a little more? Yeah, I forgot. Uniform grid isn't done in data, which frick me. Because it needs to be lapsing together, which it ain't. It ain't doing it. Which means it's going to look like this. It's not going to look right. It's going to look wrong. Whatever. Border. Oh, you can use assets from for the weapons. Oh, I don't have time to design it myself. No, I'm just going to use stuff from the marketplace. Vertical box, boys. Down. Actually, let's offset that by like 10 each. I don't know. Guys, I'm gonna level with you. Don't think I can do all this in 7 days. Also, hello, Ichiro. Covered name. Better add a spacer in between. That's an easy way. Weapon type. What is that? Weapon recharge? Frick that. I'm not worrying about that. I'm just going to skip down to base attack. In fact, I'm not even going to do that. I just realized I have to now determine which type of stat to show. Because it functions kind of like a looter shooter sort of thing, where it just shows the frick me. And then stars are under that. Oops. 40, 30, 31. There's a little bit of overlap. Oh, 25. 25 will have to do. TXT. I wonder, should I make an item-based class in Omega? Thing is, I don't want to make anything that specific. But maybe I should. Just so I can have some of this stuff built in. I don't know. First of all, that should be a horizontal box. TXT level current. That's right, because weapons can level as well. You know what? Screw this. I'm done with this box for right now. I'll think about this later. I just want to get items working. I want to get this menu working so I can get it done with it. Yeah, well, oh yes, items are universal. The problem is how different RPGs and different games implement items is very different. And the most obvious example is whether your items are dynamic or not, as in whether you can, like, modify them. Because if you can't, that's a lot, really. If it's something like Final Fantasy, where you literally just have an item type and a number of how many that item you have. Like, you have however many potions, however many iron swords or something. That's really easy, because that you literally just take a data asset and attach an int to it. Attach a number. That's how many you have. Super easy to save and handle. But if they're dynamic, if they're in like a lot of Western RPGs where you can modify your weapons and change their stats, then you have to save it out completely differently. So it requires you to from the ground up completely redesign how your ability or how your items work. Now there might be a way to circumvent that if you use a saving system that's like custom and not Unreal's, because then you might actually be able to save out a modified data asset or something like that. But like that requires, that's what I mean, like how you handle items. Or hey, you may want to generate all your items at runtime, and that requires you to design them completely differently too. So that's what I mean. 1 minute. I got to go back. There you go. There you go. So yeah, I've thought about it, but like, the closest I've gotten is that data asset collection component, which solves some of the problem. Which I need to go over and I may make a video how to use. Exactly. This is actually part of the reason what inspired me initially to make Omega, because I was working on Super RPG Framework 2, right? A little bit of a story to that, I guess I'll get into. I was initially working on Super RPG Framework 2, but it was getting really complicated because I was trying to account for so many different styles of design. And it got to the point where it's like, this is just foolish. The way I'm designing this is bad, because I'm essentially trying to cater to a bunch of different potential design styles, and it's going to make all of them more complicated. So eventually I decided, all right, well, what makes more sense is I'll design something that's even more general use, that I can use a wide variety of games, including RPGs, which is what Omega became. And that'll cover a lot of stuff that I just repeatedly always create and do in Unreal anyway. And then I will make specific either plugins or template projects that make specific types of games. And that's what I want the template projects to be, right? So that's the plan. Obviously Omega's already out, but so I think I can go ahead and test this now. I just need to make sure I can close out of it. All right, we'll do it. Let's test this. Pause menu. Where's the inventory menu? I'm gonna remove some of these. I'm not gonna use all of these. One way or another, it'll make an interesting story when I'm done. An entry selected. Submenus. No. Menu. That way, when we select an option, we check and see if that option has an attached submenu. Get owner. No, yeah, that's right. Get owner. And if it does, we're going to open that menu. And when the menu is closed, we're going to revert back to this root menu. Yeah. We'll call this root menu. And then this will be submenu. I'll drop those into the root menu. I don't want to cut and paste them, actually. Better if I just drag them in. There, that's better. Set widget. Set active widget. Make sure we're using the right, opening the correct menu. Submenu? Is it submenu and submenu? Assign unclosed. Unclosed. We get submenu, I think. No, we return a root menu. Of course. And we also need to return our control there. And then set control widget. Okay, let's try it. No, wait. We can't try it because we don't have an inventory menu in the submenus yet. So inventory and make that menu inventory. Correct. All right, let's go. Let's see if it works. Please work without crashing. There you go. Okay, I got everything, I think. Yay! Nothing showed up. Print. How big is the inventory when I open it? Just to make sure the items are actually getting added. It's an empty inventory, which means the problem isn't here. So, let's wait 2 frames before destroying. Ah, right, because the stack. That's okay. Okay. There. Right, and that's going to be in there as well. Okay. Try again. It's still empty because my life is terrible. Okay. Actually, no, my life's pretty great. I can't complain. I should actually... Oh! There we go. I gotta do that on the other one, too. Yeah, the max index has to be there. Still not working, though.
Because frick you.
That's a removal. We want an add. Add. Wait. Okay, they're getting added to the, this one, right? Yeah, they're adding... Wait, okay, so the problem... Problem is in add asset to data collection. That's correct. Get inventory. is the length of this boy? How is it empty? I don't get that. Okay. Let's run away again. On pickup, it'll, if item is valid, add the item to inventory. That's working, because we got to here, so it should be running. Yeah, I know, which is funny, because it's never true. Like, it's never true that it's Unreal's fault and not yours. At least in my experience, it's always been, it's fine, not my fault. But yeah, there's definitely that feeling of like, this is working. I clearly see this is working. Why is it not working? Because like a computer can't, I mean, theoretically, you could find like some issue in your computer's hardware, software that's screwing things up. But pretty much always, it's almost impossible for a computer to be wrong because it's designed to be mathematically perfect. Like it can't be anything otherwise. So. Alright. I got my collection map. Alright. I got my collection map, which can show everything that got collected. Why is it 0? I know. Let me find something. Get number of assets total. Okay. Okay, so there's literally no assets in it. Why not? Oh boy, this better not be an issue with Omega that I have to figure out. Hang on. Why is... I am so tired of this. I have made a mistake, and it's not one I can undo. At least it'll be fun laughing at myself in the future. Alright. Let's run it through, make sure nothing's getting lost in the process. Get number of assets total. No. What we need to do is get the number, because if this doesn't work, get number. That means there's a problem in data asset collection, which needs to be rectified pretty quickly. It's working in... Man, oh man. Alright, I'm gonna pull up the source code for Omega for a second. I just don't want to end it on that note. End the stream on that note, even though it's about time for me to end. Alright, here we go. Let's see where my mistake is. Boring C++ stuff. Not the pretty blueprints right now. Alright, it's loaded. Okay, boys. There's another update for Omega coming pretty soon, so if this is an issue, I'll probably just try to pump it out today or tomorrow. Let's see. Data. Oh yeah, data asset collection component. Alright. Add asset. Bool is full. It's a local bool, so added amount 0. That's just preliminary stuff. Let's check and see if that's going, yeah. On asset added. This will actually tell us if it's full or not. It's not full. It's saying, you saying this. Look. It says it's not full. Which means something is getting lost in translation. Yeah, it's even getting it. What the frick? Although, native add asset. Okay. Because for people who aren't C++ people, this is going to be really boring. Okay, if the current value is less than the max value, I'm gonna remove the component and re-add it. I don't know what is going on here. Alright, let's make this even simpler. For some stupid reason, it doesn't want to. Actually, let's even remove this one just so... Because somewhere between adding the asset in and finishing this, it kills it. It, like, gets rid of it. Okay, there, it's working! What happened? What's going on? This is... Frick me. Was it because we were using a... No, it wouldn't be that. So was it because we weren't using a message? Alright. If it's stackable, now... Wait. One more time. Actually, we can check it out here. There we go. They're not equipment, so it shouldn't be showing them as stackable. Data asset collection. If it's stackable. Oh, right. Well, I got to go in here and set that primary. That's better. There you go. Yay! I got inventory kind of working. I'm 3 days into this. Ah! Where's... I want bread. Where's the bread at? There. 2 bread, 1 apple, 3 chicken. think it was maybe the apple I was looking for. All right. Is there anything else I want to do? Well, wait, make sure I can close out of it, though. Inventory. Good. All right. I have one thing finished. Frick yeah. I'd basically screw it by the end and just say, I'm not going to allow for modifiable weapons. I'm just going to add everything to the data asset collection. In fact, here's what we'll do. E-rank. I can make it in 4 days. Oh yeah. We'll see what I can do in 4 days. That was, I mean, obviously it's like I was never gonna make it all. I was just wondering how much I could. I mean, I made Star Eater in a week, so. But yeah, I'll probably start tomorrow. Just say screw it. I'm gonna simplify everything and just focus on. You know what we'll do for now? I think I know how I want to end this, just to make it look like I had made more progress than I did. I just closed the whole thing. Shoot, that's not what I meant to do. Hang on. I'm going to do something to make the thing look really impressive. And then tomorrow, I guess I'll work on enemies and NPCs or some freaking thing. I don't know. Yeah, alright. First big area, we're not going to be like Genshin. Frick weapon modifying. Not happening. Not happening. What I will do, what I might do, is you can level weapons. That might be it. Literally just weapons can be leveled up. And that will increase their stats on a predetermined rank. So they're not dynamically modified. Because that'll make them easier to save and easier to work with. And since this is small enough, I might even be able to get away with making every weapon an actor. Maybe. That's going to be a lot of actors. But as long as I handle that right. I did tell it to load up. Again, right? Let's go. Time is of the essence. Ugh. Alright, well basically what I'm going to do once it pulls back up is I'm going to go into Stylized Asset Man. I'm sorry, I keep forgetting his name because it's a language that I can't pronounce well. And pull some of his stuff just right into the map. I'll pull his town into the map, his not mod stat. And then once I get that in, we'll just consider myself done. Oh, my ice is gone. I'm gonna have to get more. Yeah, I'm used to not having everything on one panel. So when I hit exit, I'm used to that just closing out whatever blueprint I'm working on. Instead, it closed out the whole project. Oh, I'm making hungry for peanuts, am I? Hope you don't have allergies. That would stink. Being hungry for peanut when you have allergies. I mean, it does happen, right? You can like develop allergies later. I think. I might be wrong about that. That would be suck. I know. Well, I mean, as long as you don't have a craving. I do know someone who I don't know if it was COVID or what, but they got sick with something recently, and they're like they liked onions and like different types of foods like that, and now they can't stand them, and they're like really upset because like that makes them sick to smell. And I'm like, that would stink. Thank goodness that did not happen to me. I just had a cough for a couple weeks. So. Well, I'm gonna sit down. I'm tired. Tired of standing. Down more. How else are you supposed to see this irresistible face? There we go. I don't know. Well, no, it's just like specific, or a lot of foods just make them sick to smell. I don't know. I don't know what the specific smell is like, but yeah, that would stink. I mean, it sucks, but obviously, when I know, like, when you get sick and stuff smells bad, at the time you're not thinking, man, I wish this stuff would smell better. You're thinking, just get that away from me because it stinks. All right, here we go. Don't tell anyone I did this, even though it's all going to be public record. Medieval Village, I think, is the map I want. Up. Oh. Okay. Because my internet just froze, it looks like, so. Might be lagging out. Unreal does do that. I'm trying to come up with some like really good snacks that aren't like really high in sugar and carbs. Because I like eating a lot. It's like my favorite thing after making games is eating food. But it's been a lot of work to get myself down to the weight I am now, and that's basically cutting out carbs and sugars. Not entirely, but large scale, so I'm trying to look for more like fiber or protein type snacks. And drinking a lot of water. This is taking so long. I guess it has to load everything for the first time. I am okay. Again, is any okay? So, any of you that are in the chat, have any of you used Unreal 427? And does it seem like it just takes longer to load stuff? Because I feel like that's the opposite of what should be happening. And this is on an SSD. This takes longer to load than loading up Mariposa does, and that's on a that's not on an SSD. That's on a what, an HD, whatever it's called. So yeah. So basically, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna rip this scene right into right into the other thing. See, like I'm going through it now. It's basically like, I mean, it's shorter. Mondstadt has this area, and then it has another like castle area on top. But aside from that, it's basically straight up Mondstadt. Once the shaders are compiled, it'll look nicer too. You can kind of see with the fog and stuff there. Actually, it would probably be... You know what? I'm just going to start from here. I'm going to work off this map. Where's the player start? There we go. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is... Look, guys, I made Genshin Impact in 3 days. I am the greatest. I can even go indoors. Can't do that in Genshin. Well, actually, you can. Never mind. There, that's the better lighting. So yeah, we're just about to wrap up day 3 of Genshin Impact. I think it's coming. Genshin Impact remade in Unreal 4. I think it's coming along pretty well. My goodness. Anyway. Yeah, so that's what we're gonna do. Get rid of these clouds, though. Those are lame. What if he has any bridge assets? Sorry, just trying to delete that. Wait a second. Delete! There we go. I'm like, why is it taking so long? You're not wrong, Red. When in doubt, check out the Russians, basically. Hopefully YouTube doesn't freak out about that, because I know the Russian stuff is in the news lately, but memes are more important. Also, this grass shader looks pretty good. Oops. Looks like they baked in shadows and stuff, and that's why it looks as good as it does. Alright. Check out this landscape, because I want to see what grass it uses. Because I don't think that grass is... Yeah, it's a grass type. Alright, let's add some more stuff to the grass type to make it look prettier. First off, we're going to change up this grass. Where's the jitter? Yeah. Like a way of clumping this stuff together, isn't it? What if I cast dynamic shadows? How does it look? Oh wow, those are strong dynamic shadows. I'm not a fan of that. Alright, add some bushes in. They do kind of stand out, don't they? Kind of appear in clumps, too. Alright, some flowers. Let's even make the bushes even less populated. Yeah. Okay. Do we have a... does it have a dirt layer? Landscape. Well, yeah, I mean, the Genshin... Depending on how good it is, how good it comes out, I will probably release the build of the Genshin... or sorry, the Benshin final thing. I'll probably release that for free. Which means from here on out, I'll probably just try to focus on what I can get done in time rather than trying to do everything. But, excuse me. But, yeah, and then the frickin', what is it? After that, I will take the base code and try to clean it up, remove any, assets that I don't have the license to, or that I can't resell, and then that cleaned up version of the base code will be available on the marketplace. Which means, yeah, I'm going to scrap how the weapons work. I'm not going to try to copy everything from Genshin at this point, I just can't. So I guess technically already a failure, this remake, but that's fine. Let's crank up that tool strength. That's good enough. I just want to toss that water in here that I made. Although it's on a plane, right? Okay. Water. I know water. Nope. 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 There we go. Let's make it a massive feller. Big old boy. Off into the distance where you can't see the edge. That's what we want. I probably won't even get swimming in. Alright, let's carve out some mountains. Oops. It does not have an auto layer. It seems. Doodle-doo. Don't freeze on me. Come on. I'm getting some freezing, guys. There we go. Erosion would probably be better. There we go. That's the erosion I want. Erode everything. And smooth it out. Alright, let's grab Pro Instance and start dumping some stuff in here. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Freezing, freezing, freezing. Pro Instance tools, my favorite thing ever. Oh, my other favorite thing ever. On top of all the other things that are my favorite thing ever. Path? No, I want to scatter. That's for, because this is for the trees. Oh, the ram's starting to get eaten up now. I may go to 3 hours after all. Who knows? In fact, I'm going to do it down here. Sorry, on the other screen, so you guys won't be able to see it. Unfortunately, but... Why are there two content browsers? I see what the problem is. I have two, Hang on. I got two, versions of the project loaded in. That's what's going on. There we go. I'm going to change the grass type on this landscape material too. If it'll load, gosh, this stuff takes forever. This is why development takes so long. Half the time is spent loading stuff. I have no... I mean, I don't know. I know I have a 1060 Ti... On the computer that I'm using right now, my main work desktop, my laptop is better, but I have like a 1060 Ti, I think, so it's a little old. I don't remember what the rest of the stuff is. It usually isn't this slow, though, even then. So... I'd show you guys what the loading thing is, but I don't think I can even drag that over. That's right, we are for real coming to the end now of the stream. Did it freeze? Are you kidding me? I'm gonna get more ice. I'll be back in just a minute. Back. All right. Is it done? Yes, I think. GTF. I mean, I also... What's one thing is I want to make stuff accessible or work on lower-end devices. Probably not this, but this is something I want to focus on with my games. Because I know a lot of people still use lower-end spec machines. Really? Sure. I don't know who that is, but shout out to Duran. Happy upcoming birthday. Nice. Whoa. What happened to the landscape, bruh? Bruh. What the frick? Is this real life? Oh boy. You know what? I'm just gonna change the material, but it fricked up all that stuff too. I don't know what's you know what? Ditching normals. We don't need normals. Who needs normals? Come on. There, fixed, kind of. Let's see how the grass responds whenever it comes back. Eh. Time is it? 3:30. Thanks for sticking around, guys, by the way. I know it's not necessarily the most engaging stream or the most populated either, but I appreciate it. Just some action interaction is kind of the reason I do it. It's fun. And it also gives me something to do while I'm waiting for shaders to compile and save. So... Man, I just wanted to throw some trees and rocks in that looked okay. And this thing's like, nope, shader. For however long. Shader, I don't even know her. Some game dev has made that joke before. Probably multiple ones. A lot. Up. There we go. Now, dynamic. I didn't want dynamic lights on my grass, but at least I like this grass better. Alright. Now, rocks. Time for some rocks. Well, actually, time for some trees first. Bro, you started using Unreal 6? That's crazy. I didn't even know it was out. I know what you mean. Oh, it was 6 months ago. Yeah, I mean, it takes... Right. Up I go. Yeah, again, you learn over time. But I mean, if you're enjoying them, I'm glad. Like, thanks for finding them interesting. And good luck with that. I hope I'm always for more Unreal devs and stuff. Because I love it. Or just game devs in general. So, alright. Man, that food is looking really bad now that I do with the transparency. Now that I'm looking at it. Yeah, let's draw a path of trees. Path of the trees. Anyone played Pathfinder? Is it Path of the Righteous? War of the Righteous? Something like that. I've been curious to try that out, but I haven't gotten to it. Maybe one more type of tree. So yeah, if you have pro instance tools and have a nice tree pack, it's an easy way of getting a path of trees. You just set up the parameters like this. 360, obviously. Give them a random rotation. 600, 600, and then negative 600. And that gives you a nice scatter. No. Crap, I did it backwards. See? Look at that. Nice path of trees, and I will even make it even thicker. Pro Instance Tools, if you guys haven't get it, one of the best things on the market. One of the best, I don't think it's free, unfortunately, but it is one of the best tools on the marketplace. So look at it. It's amazing for scattering stuff really quickly. Like here, I got just trees. And they're made to snap to surface. So, And I can dump some more in. Although that, I mean, a path would be better. Probably a few too many there. We'll do 400. Actually, what I want to do though is delete most of these because I want to save this out as a, oops, as a like a blueprint. Yeah, blueprint child class. So update and maybe set it to 100. It's create child blueprint class. I am looking forward to so for the next game I work on, actually I'll talk about this a little bit right now. I'll say right now I'm in the early stages of in addition to all this other stuff I've been working on. I'm in the early stages of planning out a game that, like a proper game that I'm going to make that I want to actually do devlogs and developer streams for. So something where I can kind of keep accountable and also show you guys. It won't be, I can't do everything in there because there'll be a lot of other work I need to do on my own. But it'll probably be in a style similar to this. But I'm working on that early on. So that'll be something I would love just, I don't know, put it out there. Yeah, it was free a little while ago. I think I posted something about it on the Discord. Path scatter. But yeah, if you can get it, it's fantastic. Especially combined with some modular assets. Fantastic. Trees. But I want to pack these in the correct spot. I don't know. We'll say blueprint. Environment. Trees. Probably could have put that in a better spot, but it'll do for now. Because now I need to get cliffs in, now that I've gotten that stuff. Yeah, I would love to. I like watching devlogs, but I realize there's not a lot of devlogs for like JRPG type games. Most of it's kind of top-down 2D roguelikes or stuff like that, which good stuff to be sure, but a bit of a gap in the market for like a for a devlog for like a Final Fantasy style turn-based RPG sort of thing, you know. So, all right, I'm pretty sure this needs to actually be the last thing I work on is dropping these rocks, because we're already half an hour past what I thought the maximum. Oops, no, maximum for today would be. It's good for a path, but for now we're gonna use this. All right. All right, let's pull out. This isn't one of my favorites, this path scatter. It's so nice. 360. Look, one rock and it creates a nice like variety there, where it looks like it blends. I love it. Love this sort of stuff. Looks fantastic. Oh, better save it though. Create child blueprint class. Environment trees. Cliff. Path. Instance path, we'll call it. Cliff 1. There we go. And now, let's just bring that around. Oops. Oops. Maybe even from the top it might do better to sculpt out. We're getting there, getting there. We're almost done. Maybe I should import the mountain backgrounds and drop those in. I should at least get like chests and maybe a dungeon or something, and I don't know. Man. Well, I got till next Monday, so I'm only 3 days in, so I've still got 4 days left. Alright. That's okay, but like definitely need some more Ooh, wonder if I should snap these to the surface, so that would make them look better. Let's actually crank up the size. A very little bit. I actually haven't worked around, messed much in Unreal 4 at all. Hang on. Or sorry, Unreal 5 at all. Because as good as it is, it's kind of it's too far in early access for me to actually get much use out of personally. So, yeah, I haven't really messed much. I've played around with some of the new things in it, like Nanite is cool, but I haven't used any of it extensively to know like how it would factor into my work, with the exception of data layers, I believe. Because data layers as a concept I like a lot more than like level instances. That's actually one of the things I'm most excited about. And game features to a lesser extent, but I'm pretty excited about game features too. Am I at max iterations? I might be at max iterations. Or is it just a distance thing? There we go. Maybe, actually, let's even... How far out can these boys go? Okay, so it's not distance-based. Good. Let's crank them up really hard. Not 150 by 40. Yeast 9, actually, is the last game I played, which I really want to finish. I'm getting close to the end of it. And it's a great game. 5,000, maybe? 7,000. Okay, so let's see from ground, how does this look? Does this look like... Okay, that's not perfectly Genshin-y, but it's kinda-ish sort of getting there. Right? I don't know. Something that's very uncertain. And it's also starting to hit performance a bit, but that's okay. I can fix that later. Whoa. That was big. Yes, the spline tool. The rocks are not part of Pro Instance. I just added the rocks in, but the spline tool is Pro Instance, yeah. See how easy it is? I'm literally just... It's this one rock along one spline actor. And I have gotten all... The same one on the trees, although the trees is the scatter path. All of this use out of it. And I did it in, what, 5 minutes? 10 minutes? Pro Instance, great stuff. This is it. You just get a few assets. You know what you're doing. It's amazing what you can do, what you can make look good. Obviously, this isn't everything. All right, I said that's going to be the last thing. I lied. I'm going to do one more thing. I'm going to scatter some actual stones just around. And then I'm really done. I promise. Yeah, great. But of course, I need to make them snap to surface. Oh, randomized seed. Oh yeah, I didn't even randomize the seeds on these. And they still look fine. Where's it snap? There we go, surface snapping. And let's maybe add some more. 50 rocks. That's a little too many. 20. That's better. I maybe want to make the size scaling a little different on them. 10. Maybe 0.5 to 6.5. Let's randomize that seed a little bit more. Randomize the seed again. Along the back. Randomize seed. And once more up here. There. Ladies and gentlemen, Genshin Impact. I said I lied about rocks. I lied about one more thing. I'm going to add some more scattered trees in the background. And then, on my honor, as the Lord is my witness, I will be done. Just add in the trees, and then I will. I swear. So 2 more tree types. Honestly, there should be cheaper. There's really cheaper ways to do this. Or better ways, but this is fine. Now it actually looks more like a big old place. Seed randomize. Thank you, and we'll be back again tomorrow, same time, same channel. Yeah, and reinforcing that, don't be afraid to use assets from the marketplace. Does this look like an asset flip? Does this look like a cheap asset flip game to you? Nah. I really wanted to carve out a path, but I said I wouldn't, so I'm not going to. All right. Well, there we are for day 3 of. Sorry about that. I realized it just pinked. Day 3 of Genshin Impact. Gonna save this out. Gonna make this the default map too, so it reloads into here. So when this is done. Come on, save faster. You're on an SSD. What the heck? Thank you. Even though most of the credit goes to what's his face. I want to call him Alex, but I don't think that's right. Okay, once this... Well, screw it. I can finish saving this on my own time. Thanks, everyone, for sticking around this long. We're day 3 in. I'm feeling a little bit better now. A little bit. But, so yeah, we'll be here again, same time tomorrow, 1 p.m. Central Standard Time, for more Genshin Impact. Probably put in enemies and dungeons and NPCs and stuff to just so we have something, something to show off. Again, keep an eye out for info on Mariposa and the Galaxy Man coming out. Besides trees growing out of rocks, yeah, I guess. Hopefully, people won't notice. Anyway, keep an eye out for Mariposa and the Galaxy Man demo coming out soon, within the next week or so. That's the hope, hopefully. And also more videos on Omega Game Framework. Hopefully, going to start coming out next week. So, see y'all.